Namaste. In the previous classes, we have discussed about the convex lens and concave lens and the rules associated with them in order to draw the ray diagrams. Based on that rules, we are discussing the ray diagrams in this video. Let us start with the image formation in convex lenses. In order to draw ray diagrams, minimum we require 2 rays. Even though there are 3 rules, we just apply any 2 rules in order to draw the ray diagrams. What happens when the object is moving from infinity towards the lens? Let us see. First case, object is at infinity. Okay. Infinity means what? This is the principal axis. Infinity means what? The rays are parallel to each other. The rays that are approaching towards the lens are parallel to each other. That means the ray after refraction pass through the focus here. These are the rays parallel and meet at the focus here. Highly diminished image we are getting. But you may arise one confusion here is that we have discussed about 2 foci in convex lenses, right? One is here, the other is here. Okay. From this side also you will get the experience the same thing, but the condition we are applying here is that the rays are approaching from left. That is, refraction is taking place when the lens is turning towards left. Okay, that means this way only we are considering, even though we are getting the same result on the other side, right? That is why we are taking the rays from this side only. When the object is at infinity, we are getting the image at the focus highly diminished. Next is we are moving the object towards the lens. That means the second case is that 2f here. Okay. From infinity, we are moving the object towards the lens, means beyond 2f. The object is placed beyond 2f. In that case, the same rules we are applying. The ray parallel to the principal axis, right? What happens to this ray? After refraction, pass through the focus. Right. Then another one, the ray passing through the optical center go without any deviation, go straight. And where we will get the image? Between f and 2f. This image also diminished, real inverted, between f and 2f. Okay. When you are writing the result of a ray diagram, 3 things should be there: nature of the image, position, size. Here size is diminished, nature real inverted, position between f and 2f. Clear? This is how we have to mention the result. Next, where we have to place the object next. Next, we have to place the object at 2f, right? F, F, here F, 2f. Object is placed at 2f. Placing the object at 2f. The ray parallel to the principal axis. After refraction, what happens? Pass through the focus. Okay. Then two more rules are there. Either you can take the ray passing through the focus becomes parallel to the principal axis like this. That is, in this way you can draw, or you can draw through the optical center. Right. Let us draw through the optical center. So the image you get here. At 2f itself. You are getting the image at 2f. What is the nature of the image? Here also real inverted. What about the size? Size is of same size. Position at 2f. When the object is at 2f, the image is formed at 2f itself. Okay. Then next we have to move the object between f and 2f. In the previous case we got one answer for that. When that is image we get between f and 2f, in that case beyond 2f was the object. So in the same way we can, when we are placing the object between f and 2f, where the image is expecting beyond 2f, between f and 2f. We are placing the object between f and 2f. In that case, what happens is, the ray parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, pass through the focus. This is the focus. Mark the arrows. That is very important in ray diagrams. And the ray passing through the optical center reached here. That is here. Is the this is the position of the image beyond 2f. When the object is placed between f and 2f, the image is formed beyond 2f. Size changed to enlarge. The size is large in size. Next is, the object is at f. Can you guess where will be the image formed when the object is at f? Principal axis, focus, object is at f. The ray parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, pass through f. the ray passing through the optical center becomes, these two rays becomes parallel to each other and they will meet at infinity, where you will get an enlarged image of the object. So when the object is at F, we get the enlarged image at infinity, and when the object is at infinity, we get a diminished image at the point F. Okay, these two are indicating the reversibility of light. Next case, we are talking about the object when placed between focus and optical center. That is, this is the convex lens, and this is the principal axis. Let this be F. Here also this be F. And the object is placed between F and O, optical center. The ray parallel to the principal axis after refraction pass through the focus. The ray passing through the optical center go straight away. When we produce these lines backwards, what happens is it will meet at a point here which forms a virtual erect image, because the image formed is not formed by actual intersection. We made them to intersect, and that is why we are getting a virtual erect image. This is the case when the object is placed between F and O, optical center. The size of the image is enlarged. Nature is virtual erect, formed on the same side of the object. This principle is used in the construction of magnifying glasses. Next, we pass on to concave lens, where the difference is that it is a diverging lens. Concave lens is a diverging lens, and instead of convergence, here the rays are diverging. The rules are the same as in the case of convex lens, but the thing is that here divergence is taking place, whereas in convex lens convergence is taking place. Okay. So for any position here, you can take any position of the object in front of the lens, parallel to the principal axis. If this is the focus, here this is the focus. In this way it gets refracted. Then the ray passing through the optical center goes straight. So this will be the intersecting point, and here is the image formed. This is also a virtual erect image formed by the, not by the actual intersection, only we made them to intersect. As a result, we get an image here. And for all positions, wherever you can place the object anywhere here in front of the concave lens, you get the image, a virtual one, which is like this. Size is small always, and also virtual erect. These are the ray diagrams connected with concave lens and convex lens, and in the at the end of the video, I will give you some questions based on this and try to answer those questions and solve them.
Thank you for watching. See you with more videos.